Deidre. Your word is cultivator. Cultivator.
Cultivator. Cultivator. Cultivator.
Correct.
Tony Ann. Your word is heifer. Heifer.
Heifer. Heifer. Heifer.
Correct.
Tiana. Your word is elegance. Elegance.
Elegance. Elegance. Elegance.
Correct.
Sahil. Your word is illiterate. Illiterate.
Illiterate. Illiterate.
Correct.
Andrew. Your word is dedicate. Dedicate.
Dedicate. Dedicate. Dedicate.
Correct.
Javon. Your word is aluminum. Aluminum.
Aluminum. Aluminum. Aluminum.
Incorrect.
Rohanna. Your word is penance. Penance.
Penance. May I have the definition?
Atonement, repentance, or penalty for sin.
Penance. Penance. Penance.
Correct.
Sahadeo. Your word is nomadic. Nomadic.
Nomadic. May I please have the definition?
Wandering from place to place.
Nomadic. Nomatic.
Incorrect.
Matthew. Your word is error. Error.
Error. Error. Error.
Correct.
Jesely. Your word is begonia. Begonia.
Begonia. Begonia. Begonia.
Correct.
Page. Your word is flammable. Flammable.
Flammable. Flammable. Flammable.
Correct.
Jelani. Your word is inaudible. Inaudible.
Inaudible. Definition, please.
Unable to be heard, not audible.
Inaudible. Inaudible. Inaudible.
Correct.
Michael. Your word is enormous. Enormous.
Enormous. Enormous.
Correct.
Jamie K. Your word is mackerel. Mackerel.
Mackerel. Mackerel.
Incorrect.
Keandre. Your word is dahlia. Dahlia.
Dahlia. Dahlia. Dahlia.
Correct.
Moving on to word 2, Deidre. Your word is interchangeable. Interchangeable.
Interchangeable. Interchangeable. Interchangeable.
Correct.
Tony-Ann. Your word is cancellation. Cancellation.
Cancellation. Cancellation. Cancellation.
Correct.
Deanna. Your word is larceny. Larceny.
Larceny. Larceny. Larceny.
Correct.
Sahil. Your word is disinfectant. Disinfectant.
Disinfectant. Disinfectant.
Correct.
Andrew. Your word is dormitory. Dormitory.
Dormitory. Dormitory. Dormitory.
Correct.
Rohanna. Your word is hassock. Hassock.
Hassock. Hassock. Hassock.
Correct.
Matthew. Audience members, if I could ask you to please hold your applause until the end of the round, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Matthew, sorry. Your word is hemisphere. Hemisphere.
Hemisphere. Hemisphere. Hemisphere.
Correct.
Jezali. Your word is gaggle. Gaggle.
May I have the definition?
A flock of geese, noisy chatter.
Gaggle. Gaggle. Gaggle.
Correct.
Page. Your word is accent. Accent.
Accent. Accent. Accent.
Correct.
Jelani. Your word is pursue. Pursue.
May I have the definition, please?
To chase, to proceed along a course, to put into effect, to be engaged in, to continue.
May I have the word used in a sentence, please?
A man was running and the dogs decided to pursue him.
Pursue. Pursue. Pursue.
Correct.
Michael. Your word is glucose. Glucose.
Definition, please.
One form of sugar.
Origin, please.
Greek.
Glucose. Glucose.
Correct.
Keandre. Your word is crocheted. Crocheted.
Crocheted. Croshade. Crocheted.
Incorrect.
Deidre, your word is porpoise. Porpoise.
Porpoise. Can I please get the definition?
Small whale with a blunt, rounded snout.
Porpoise. Porpoise. Porpoise.
Correct.
Tony Ann, your word is delegate. Delegate.
Can I have the definition, please?
Representative or entrust to another.
Delegate. Delegate.
Correct.
Tiana, your word is knapsacks. Knapsacks.
Knapsacks. Napsacks. Knapsacks.
Incorrect.
Sahil, your word is kiln. Kiln.
Kiln. Kiln.
Correct.
Andrew, your word is passport. Passport.
Passport. Passport. Passport.
Correct.
Rohanna, your word is hearse. Hearse.
Hearse. Hearse. Hearse.
Correct.
Matthew, your word is tentacles.
Tentacles. Tentacles. Tentacles. Tentacles.
Correct.
Desiree, your word is newt. Newt.
May I repeat the word?
Newt.
May I have a definition?
Small lizard-like animal that lives partly on land and partly on water.
Newt. Nute. Newt.
Incorrect.
Page. Your word is negligible. Negligible.
Negligible. Negliable.
Incorrect.
Jelani. Your word is mascot. Mascot.
Mascot. May I have the word used in a sentence, please?
The football team's mascot is a billy goat.
Mascot. Mascot. Mascot.
Correct.
Michael. Your word is disqualified. Disqualified.
Disqualified. Disqualifed.
Incorrect.
Deidre. Your word is wapiti. Wapiti.
Wapiti. Wapiti. Wapiti.
Correct.
Tony Ann. Your word is bursar. Bursar.
Bursar. Bursar. Bursar.
Correct.
Sahil. Your word is volcanoes. Volcanoes.
Volcanoes. VOLCANOES.
Correct.
Andrew. Your word is valance. Valance.
Valance. May I have a definition?
Border of drapery at the top of a longer one, or to provide such trapezory.
Valence. VALENCE. Valence.
Correct.
Rohanna. Your word is monitor. Monitor.
Monitor. MONITOR. Monitor.
Correct.
Matthew. Your word is tonnage. Tonnage.
Tonnage. May I please have the definition?
Cargo capacity of a ship, truck, etc.
May I please have the country, no, the language of origin?
French.
Tonnage. TUNNAGE. Tonnage.
Correct.
Jelani. Your word is autopsy. Autopsy.
The definition of the word, please.
Examination of dead body, usually by cutting it open to discover cause of death.
Autopsy. AUTOPSY. Autopsy.
Correct.
We're moving into round 2 now. Deidre. Your word is weary. Weary.
Weary. WEARY. Weary.
Correct.
Tony Ann. Your word is effigy. Effigy.
Can I have the definition, please?
A sculpture or model of a person.
Effigy. EFFIGY.
Correct.
Sahil. Your word is cataract. Cataract.
Cataract. CATARACT.
Correct.
Andrew. Your word is exotic. Exotic.
Exotic. EXOTIC. Exotic.
Correct.
Rohanna. Your word is drunkard. Drunkard.
Drunkard. May I have a definition, please?
A person who is habitually drunk.
Drunkard. DRUNKARD. Drunkard.
Correct.
Matthew. Your word is raucous. Raucous.
Raucous. May I please have the definition?
Harsh sounding, loud, and hoarse.
Raucous. ROCKACE. Raucous.
Incorrect.
Jelani. Your word is extraction. Extraction.
Definition of the word, please.
Pulling or having been pulled out.
Extraction. EXTRACTION. Extraction.
Correct.
Deidre. Your word is chronicle. Chronicle.
Chronicle. Can I get the definition, please?
Record of events in the order of occurrence, narrative or account to record such events.
Chronicle. CHRONICLE. Chronicle.
Correct.
Tony Ann. Your word is calumny. Calumny.
Calumny. May I have the definition, please?
Malicious statement, false charge.
Calumny. CALUMNY. L-U-M-N-Y, calumny.
Correct.
Sahil. Your word is allegory. Allegory.
Allegory. Allegory.
Correct.
Andrew. Your word is jaundice. Jaundice.
Jaundice. Jaundice. Jaundice.
Correct.
Rohanna. Your word is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Correct.
Jelani. Your word is filthy. Filthy.
Filthy. Definition, please.
Extremely dirty or unpleasant. Obscene.
Filthy. Filthy. Filthy.
Correct.
Deidre. Your word is typhoon. Typhoon.
Typhoon. Typhoon. Typhoon.
Correct.
Tony Ann. Your word is wavelength. Wavelength.
Wavelength. Wavelength. Wavelength.
Correct.
Sahil. Your word is analyze. Analyze.
Analyze. Analyse.
Correct.
Andrew. Your word is valedictorian. Valedictorian.
Valedictorian. Valedictorian. Valedictorian. Valedictorian.
Correct.
Rohanna. Your word is logic. Logic.
Logic. Logic.
Correct.
Jelani. Your word is quandary. Quandary.
Quandary. Quandary. Quandary.
Correct.
Deidre. Your word is harmonium. Harmonium.
Harmonium. Harmonium. Harmonium.
Correct.
Tony Ann. Your word is bicentenary. Bicentenary.
Bicentenary. Bicentenary. Bicentenary.
Correct.
Sahil. Your word is rabbis. Rabbis.
Rabbis. Rabbis.
Correct.
Andrew. Your word is jejune. Jejune.
Jejune. Jejune. Jejune.
Correct.
Rohanna. Your word is ensemble. Ensemble.
Ensemble. Ensemble. Ensemble.
Correct.
Jelani. Your word is ammunition. Ammunition.
Definition, please.
Bullets, shells, bombs, grenades, points used against someone in an argument.
Ammunition. Ammunition. Ammunition.
Correct.
And that marks the end of round 2. Deidre, you're up. Your word is hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics. HIEROGLYPHICS. Hieroglyphics.
Correct.
Tony Ann. Your word is bagatelle. Bagatelle.
Bagatelle. Can I have the definition, please?
Game played on a board with balls and a cue, a trifle.
Bagatelle. BAGATELLE. Bagatelle.
Correct.
Sahil. Your word is dodecahedron. Dodecahedron.
Dodecahedron. May I please have the definition?
Solid figure with 12 faces.
Dodecahedron. DODECAHEDRON.
Correct.
Andrew. Your word is archipelago. Archipelago.
Archipelago. ARCHIPELAGO. Archipelago.
Correct.
Rohanna. Your word is lexicography. Lexicography.
Lexicography. May I have a definition?
Compilation of dictionaries.
May you repeat the word?
Lexicography.
Lexicography. LEXICOGRAPHY. Lexicography.
Correct.
Jelani. Your word is asphyxiate. Asphyxiate.
Asphyxiate. ASPHYXIATE. Asphyxiate.
Correct.
Deidre. Your word is tempestuous. Tempestuous.
Tempestuous. TEMPESTUOUS. Tempestuous.
Correct.
Tony Ann. Your word is voyagers. Voyagers.
Voyagers. VOYAGERS. Voyagers.
Correct.
Sahil. Your word is belvedere. Belvedere.
Belvedere. May I please have the definition?
A summer house or open-sided or glazed gallery on the top of the roof.
Belvedere. BELVIDERE.
Incorrect.
Andrew. Your word is gazetteer. Gazetteer.
Gazetteer. GAZZETEER. Gazetteer.
Incorrect.
Rohanna. Your word is fuliginous. Fuliginous.
Pubiginous. May I have the definition?
Sooty, dusky color of sky.
Pubiginous. PUBIGENOUS. Pubiginous.
Incorrect.
Jelani. Your word is rubella. Rubella.
Rubella. RUBELLA. Rubella.
Correct.
Moving on to word 3. Deidre, your word is remorselessly. Remorselessly.
Remorselessly. REMORSELESSLY. Remorselessly.
Correct.
Tony Ann, your word is synagogue. Synagogue.
Synagogue. SYNAGOGUE. Synagogue.
Correct.
Jelani, your word is incognizant. Incognizant.
Incognizant. INCOGNIZANT. Incognizant.
Correct.
Deidre, your word is sobriquet. Sobriquet.
Sobriquet. Can I please get the definition?
An epithet, a nickname.
Can I get the origin, please?
French.
Sobriquet. SOBRIQUE. Sobriquet.
Incorrect.
Tony Ann, your word is encyclopedia. Encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia. ENCYCLOPEDIA. Encyclopedia.
Correct.
Jelani, your word is piteous. Piteous.
Piteous. Language of origin, please.
Latin.
Piteous. PITEOUS. Piteous.
Correct.
Tony Ann, your word is rancor. Rancor.
Rancor. Can I have the definition, please?
Long-lasting feeling of bitterness, dislike, hatred.
Rancor. RANCOUR. Rancor.
Correct.
Jelani, your word is immunology. Immunology.
Language of origin, please.
Latin.
Immunology. IMMUNOLOGY. Immunology.
Correct.
Tony Ann, your word is valetudinarian. Valetudinarian.
Valetudinarian. VALETUDINARIAN. Valetudinarian.
Correct.
Jelani, your word is desuetude. Desuetude.
Desuetude. DESUETUDE. Desuetude.
That's correct.
Your word is setiferous. Setiferous.
Setiferous. Can I have the definition, please?
Having bristles.
Setiferous. SETIFEROUS. Setiferous.
Correct.
Jelani, your word is sovereign. Sovereign.
Sovereign. SOVEREIGN. Sovereign.
Correct.
Tony Ann, your word is jurisprudence. Jurisprudence.
Jurisprudence. JURISPRUDENCE. Jurisprudence.
Correct.
Jelani, your word is inertia. Inertia.
Inertia. INERTIA. Inertia.
Correct.
That marks the end of round 4, and we find ourselves in a spell-off. And please remember, the rules change slightly during this part of the competition in the spell-off. Tony Ann, because you are contestant 2, you'll go first. Your word is accelerometer. Accelerometer.
Accelerometer. Can I have the definition, please?
Instrument for measuring acceleration of rockets, etc.
Accelerometer. ACCELEROMETER. Accelerometer.
Correct.
Jelani. Your word is germane. Germane.
Definition of the word, please.
Related to the topic being considered, relevant.
Germane. GERMANE. Germane.
Correct.
Tony Ann. Your word is secateurs. Secateurs.
Secateurs. Can I have the definition, please?
A pair of pruning clippers with cross blades for use with one hand.
Secateurs. SECATEURS. Secateurs.
Correct.
Jelani. Your word is Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit.
Definition of the word, please.
Temperature scale on which water boils at 212 degrees.
Language of origin.
German.
Fahrenheit. FAHRENHEIT.
Correct.
Tony Ann. Your word is cyclothymia. Cyclothymia.
Cyclothymia. Can I have the definition, please?
A psychological condition in which the person experiences great mood swings.
Cyclothymia. CYCLOTHYMIA. Cyclothymia.
Correct.
Jelani, your word is futilitarian. Futilitarian.
Futilitarian. FUTILITARIAN. Futilitarian.
Correct.
Tony Ann. Your word is voluptuous. Voluptuous.
Voluptuous. VOLUPTUOUS.
Correct.
Jelani, your word is hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres. HORSDOEVRES. Hors d'oeuvre.
Incorrect.
Tony Ann, you have a chance at spelling the same word. Your word is hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres. HORSDOEUVRES. Hors d'oeuvres.
Correct.
You have one more word to spell. Tony Ann, Your word is cyclamen. Cyclamen.
Cyclamen. Can you repeat the word, please?
Cyclamen.
Can I have the definition, please?
Type of plant with bulbous roots, blooming red, pink, or white flowers.
Cyclamen. C-Y-C-L-A-M-E-N. Cyclamen.
Correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our 2016 champion, Tony Ann Daly from John Gray High School.